What is up, y'all?
Oh my goodness.
Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is?
Oh, I know what time it is.
Oh, you know what time it is,
It's
Caleb?
roughly 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Oh, sure it is.
Roughly. Damn it. It's roughly. Okay.
Yeah,
Roughly.
7:30,
Folks.
dude.
Welcome back. I believe this is episode 80 motherfucking 1.
81.
81.
We're getting up there.
What is this episode 81 of, you might ask? The Producer Lounge. Brought to you by Always 400. Folks, this is our show where we're going to talk about music production basically the whole time. Not guaranteed.
Yeah.
We might talk about gender inequality. You know, it might spiral there.
Mm-hmm.
Or we won't.
Might make a
Time
gender
will tell.
inequality type beat on the spot, you know?
That's
You
a
never
type
know
beat
how it
right
goes.
there. That
Yeah.
is a type beat.
Yeah.
Haven't heard one of those.
Probably for the best.
Thank you, Crab. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 81 would be no better if we didn't have Mr. Alex Frick here with us. First time on the pod. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Doing well. Happy
Good.
to be here.
Hell yeah.
Love the studio.
Fuck
Thanks.
yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, it's a good time. As you can see, we have a bunch of accoutrements behind us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time.
Yeah. It's nicely lit in here, right? It's a very spacious room.
It is.
So,
It's very far.
Yeah,
Yo, it's fucking lit in here, dude.
especially
That's
with
a good
like
way
the
to put it.
blue lights over here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, you like your blue light. You
Caleb, we still have to
demanded
get you that orange light behind you. You're
I
the
know.
only one without one. Frick's got green. I got purple. Dave's got blue.
I'll fucking handle
Yeah.
the luminance that the 400
You'll
gives me.
handle it.
Yeah. I'll handle
No, it doesn't count.
it. What?
Doesn't count.
Counts the most. What's up, Restraint in the chat? How are you?
Wow, who's
Cutie
that guy?
pie.
Hello,
Some
random
lame wad.
eggplant chatter. Wait, are those eggplants? Yeah.
So, I like to start the episode off with how everybody's week was, production-wise. Like, anybody do anything fun in the studio, making a beat? Like, what's up with the week?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
That's a
If
good
you were
call.
here last week, folks, me and Dave made a little beat on the pod. Well, not the full beat. I had the beat prepared, but we recorded vocals on the pod, and I fucked with it.
Yo, I fucked with it
I
too,
I
dude.
fucked with it,
That's
and
good.
I got all I did was add like a fucking patch, like a wub. I just added one wub, and it sounds sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So
His
Sounds
vocals were on
very sick.
point. Yeah. And then yesterday
pretty
we
jazzed.
slowed it down to like 80
that's
or
true. We
90
did slow
or
it down to
whatever.
80. It still sounds cool.
Got all fucking slow. Yeah.
Still sounds cool.
Sounds cool slow. That's how you know it's good.
Good.
how you know.
It's
That's how
a
you
good
know.
rule of thumb. It's a good one. Like slow it down to 80. You know.
Just see what
Like,
happens.
Almost halftime, but not quite, and see what happens.
It is that would be a fun rule just to have a like does it pass the slow down speed up test.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not good slowed down, then it's not worth it. Doesn't deserve
Just immediately
This is
throw
true.
it out.
recycle bin. Gone. Gone. Done with you.
You're like in a writing sesh with a bunch of big people, and they're like, "So what do you think we should do?" Like, turn it. We should see if it passes the slow test. Everybody's like, "What's that?" Like, see if it sounds good at 80. And they're like, "Oh, okay." And like, doesn't sound good. We should delete it.
You just immediately
Jesus Christ.
delete it.
Yeah,
before
you
they
just-
even
yeah.
do something.
Just hours of
They're
work.
like,
You just delete it immediately.
what?
Like,
That
no,
was a huge hit.
was it though?
It wasn't at 80 BPM. That's all I
Wasn't
know.
at 80.
Yeah.
Fuck that track.
Fat ass fucking out right there.
And that's why we call it killing babies.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it was everybody's baby, and you had to slaughter it. It's rough. Life's rough out there.
Very violent.
It is. Sometimes you gotta just,
Kill a baby.
Yeah.
hack and slash,
Bill
gone.
Gates always calls it killing your puppies,
Yep.
which I think is honestly like obviously no one wants to see a dead baby, but a dead puppy, I don't know, it hits me a little different, you know.
Then a dead baby.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know,
A tiny cute little puppy.
it's
At least
not
babies
a bad
are
way to
ugly.
describe it. hits different
It's different.
is true and doesn't necessarily mean
More or
Worse.
less. Yeah. It's just different, folks.
Chose
Calm
my
Just
down.
words
it's different.
wisely on that one.
Listen, all you pro-life people out there, calm down. We're not talking about actual babies. This is a
Producer Lounge
metaphor.
is canceled.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
we would have
Yeah.
been canceled long ago. You could dig. I'll let you know that right now. Go ahead and dig, bitches. But yeah, this track I worked on is great. How's everybody else's week?
It's good. How's your week, Mr. Frick?
My week, it was good. My week was good. Been kind of slowing
Yeah.
it down. Like it gets dark at 5 now, and I'm just like, I don't want to do
I know.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
But slowly coming out of it. This week was, I think I got like a couple hours in, not too much. I've just been kind of like dicking around. I have a label in mind that I want to send like an EP to.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm trying to just like get that together.
The
figure
EP's
out-
done?
No, it's not done.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
done yet. I think I have just 2 tracks. Trying to get at least like 4 or 5 just to send in. But just been slowly cranking away at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Good
man.
week though.
Hell yeah.
It's got to be exciting. Like, you got all the music ready. You got the little package ready. You're like, it's almost time to send it into the world. Like, that's a fun feeling, fun spot
Right.
to be in. It's also nerve wracking as shit though, because you're like, oh, I can't work on it anymore. Like, the second you hit send in or fucking like send it to your
Yeah.
distributor, it's like, oh, it's there. No more tweaks, and then you're bound to like hear something. Maybe that's
Or
just
you
my
send
tracks,
it in
but-
and they're like, this is tight, but fix these things. You're like, that's fair.
yeah, right.
And you fix those things, and then they still are like, the hi-hat, though. You're like- and then you start questioning if they're a cool label or not because they don't like your hi-hat.
Yeah, and you're like, what? I fuck
Scares
with
me.
that hi hat.
Yeah, you're like, what?
It's the one thing you worked through the hardest.
Right,
on.
you're like, this is a Mark Knight hi-hat.
Wait, that was like 5 hours worth of work that high.
This is a good hi-hat. What the fuck, dude? No, that's tight, though. That's sick. What kind of EP is it? Like, is it breaky? Is it just straight house? Like,
I feel like I'm still kind of crafting like what my sound is. And I'm
Word.
trying to base that on what I
Fair.
like to play. And that's a lot of just like electro, breaks, footwork, and
bet.
just like jungly kind of stuff. That's what I really love to
Massive.
play. So I want to try to make stuff that fits in my sets. And this is definitely going to a label that fits those sounds. So I'm trying
right.
to stick along those vibes. Mostly,
Can you say the label?
yeah, it's Teeth Eat Records. It's Morelia's label.
That like rings a odd
Teethy.
bell. Where
Teethy.
are they based?
I'm pretty sure L.A.
Okay.
Yeah, we've kind of like built a little friendship, and he's like, "Send me music," and I was like, "Yes,
Fucking
Nice.
bet.
yes,
Hell yeah, man.
Especially because it's just like that would represent me well, you know?
Yeah, that's sick.
Mm.
Good,
Mhm.
good. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
How was your week, Dave?
I've never sent anything to a label.
Nope, me neither.
I'm terrified
It's
of that
scary.
idea.
Oh, dude, it's scary. But it's different because he was like, "You should do this," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you say
Right.
so."
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
If you're already
welcoming
homies.
Right.
songs.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. We sent music out recently, like to you, and a few other people in town, and it was a little weird. It's just kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like,
weird. I don't like it. It's gross.
I don't know how I would feel about doing this. But
I like it much better
whatever.
having the person over and just being like, listen to these whips. And then
Yeah.
like you're just homies at that point, just like listening to cool beats that you've made. Like it's less like, hey, I'm trying to like play shows. Listen to my music.
It's very
Like,
forward.
It's fucking weird. It's
Yeah. You have
bizarre
to.
to
I
me.
mean, you kind of have to.
I know.
You
I
just-
know. I'm not saying I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's fucking weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. No, I mean we're the weird like basement like dwelling artist sorts. So
Yeah.
Some of the best artists dwell in basements.
your volume is on your phone there.
A little
We're
double.
dwelling artist
Oh.
sorts. Yes. As
That
I said
echo
before.
was legit though.
And
Yeah.
then said again.
Make sure there's no other echo. No, we're good. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. I've been in a basement for 8
Yeah.
years,
We're trying to be more social though.
Yeah. which is
My week was
why we're here.
kind of fun in that way. I had a buddy over
Oh, yeah.
that's like a friend of a friend yesterday to work on some tunes. He's a vocalist, also makes beats and things, but he does a lot of like what would you say? Like rap?
Yeah, it's like hip hop and R&B. Cool,
Right.
basically.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So just fucking around with some things with him, and it's fun trying to make some beats for someone else.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a different.
Like he's
thing.
just throwing ideas at you, and you're trying to craft.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do for, like, what does he want? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because we just sat down and I made a beat, and he just kind of like sat there for the most part. He was like vibing and like trying to come up with lyrics or something.
So he doesn't produce.
He does.
He does.
Oh, he does. Okay.
He does.
Okay.
But we get a little caught up because we use Bitwig, so it makes it a little tough.
Yeah, we're not using.
He's a
Ableton
Logic
or
guy,
Pro
though,
Tools.
so
he's
that wouldn't have
Logic.
worked
Oh,
anyway.
that's fun. That's fun.
I mean, it can be intimidating when you're just like with someone who's much, much better than you, because then it's just like, what?
Right,
What,
for
what
sure.
am I gonna say?
For sure.
What am
Right.
I gonna
Yeah.
say?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's also, at least from my point of view, for like us making hip hop beats, like we don't make normal hip hop beats.
Mhm.
Like we're not gonna make you just an 808 trap beat.
Right.
Like it's not gonna be that. There's gonna be some weird shit juiced in there. So it's like hard for me to just be like, you cool with all these fucking weird ass sounds I'm about to put in here? Like you're not saying anything, so I'm just like,
It's like a dubstep psytrance hip hop.
right, yeah, exactly. It's like this is gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Like
It definitely went that direction, and I was like, I think that he actually just genuinely likes like a bunch of random music, so he didn't really have much of an opinion on it,
Right.
or he was shy to say so. But he's good. He's a good singer and rapper, and like, so I was just like, I like the idea of like making shit for other people, like actually like producing in the more classical sense. You know, just making shit to benefit other people's tunes that they want to get out or whatever.
right,
Yeah.
right.
That
Yeah, it
shit's
puts you in a
fun.
different headspace for sure. And you get like instant like feedback on the track because the
Oh,
other
yeah.
person is just right there in the room with you. And like you do some fucking weird chord or some weird sound in Caleb's case, and they're like, "No, that was weird." But normally
Right.
you would have dived headfirst into that and been like, "Okay, where does this take me?" Then you have a completely different track.
Right. It's also neat because it's like the community aspect. You're like, you're good at singing. I'm not. I can make a beat. You can, but not where I am. So let's just like, I'm gonna help you. You're gonna help me, and we're gonna have fun.
I'm gonna make some magic happen.
Beneficial,
Yeah,
mutually.
it's sick. Yeah, that shit's fun as fuck. That's why we've been doing some mixes for Shady Jones. I don't know if that is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Corbin and
Shout out Shady.
Rain. Shout out. And doing some mixes for their label coming up. And that's super fun because it's like totally different than me making a track. It's just like, oh, I just have to make this sound good. That's it. Like, oh, this will be fun. Let's go.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Mixing is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can like you can disconnect like completely. You're just like solely like it's like doing math basically.
Right.
It's like it's a soulless activity, but also I'm not like saying that in a bad way. Like sometimes the soulless activity is like one of the most fun because you're just like, oh, I just have to like fix problems. I'm just troubleshooting the whole time.
Right.
That's all it is.
Absolutely.
I just have to make this fucking work at the end.
I think mixing is more fun than math, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mixing is more fun than math. There's another T-shirt.
There's
I know,
some
right?
there's
Right.
some math that's pretty fun though.
Okay, fair.
Like the math to get to Mars, I bet those guys are having a blast figuring that out. Because
Whoa.
once they figure it out, they're like,
I'm gonna take mixing.
just blowing their own minds.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah, exactly.
But we can get there with more fuel efficiency if we put. And then
Yes,
they
Jacob,
just-
you're a genius. Let's
Yeah.
roll that. Come on.
right. That shit's super, just nerd shit.
Right,
which is
right.
that's the
But the process
Juice
of
of this
getting to
podcast.
that high afterwards is you just want to like rip your hair out. Just
but
painstaking,
it's
literal rocket
But once
science.
you've done it enough, like as a music producer, like
That's true.
like the fun is in the making the beat. The
Did
fun
you just
is
sell
in the end
math
of the beat.
to me?
Yes,
Jesus.
I did.
I feel like I want to go do some math.
Let's go do some
After
math,
that.
guys. Fuck
Dude.
the podcast.
Yeah. Fun is
Long
in making
division.
the beat, though.
Yeah, it's all in
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the part that you don't realize is happening when it's happening. It's not till the end that you're like, fuck, that was so much fun. What the fuck? Why wasn't I conscious for that? You know? It's,
That actually
is what it
reminds
is.
me something that's been on my mind a lot. I remember you saying like the first year I ever started hanging out with all of you guys, you were saying you were watching some podcasts with some artist, and they were saying that enjoy the journey before you like pop off as an artist, because those moments of like kicking it with your friends and learning the process and like developing these skills, like of course we all want to be at the spot where we're playing shows and you have huge numbers and yada yada, but he was saying like that was a super fun, like memorable part of just the process that he wish he would have like been a little more present in, you know?
Right. I mean,
the journey, not the destination.
9 times out of 10, when you're
when
you're cruising around playing shows and all that shit, you're not hanging out with friends.
No.
I mean, you're hanging out with friends, but you're not hanging out with the boys, like playing video games. You're not just like playing Apex and then like while you're waiting, you're like making a beat. Like it's not that anymore. Like you're fucking flying. And then you gotta fucking sleep 4 hours, and then you gotta play a show, and then you're like, oh, I gotta play it back to back tomorrow. We gotta fucking go to this next thing, and I gotta sleep another 2 hours.
Just always tired.
Yeah,
always tired.
It's like a whole other thing that you gotta be like aware of. So it is good to like enjoy just the fucking. I'm gonna make a beat at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
with my coffee.
No worries at all, except for this moment.
Those are my favorite moments. So believe you me, I love those.
I'm a morning producer as well. Coffee, 9, 10 a.m. It's like when the real creative juices come.
Between 8 o'clock and fucking like 11:30, that's juice hour, dude. Oh, man.
Juice hour.
Because once I eat lunch, and it actually might have something to do with fasting, because I like don't eat till noon, basically.
Oh.
And
you get a lot of food coming out.
A lot of people say that the hours right before you eat, like when you're like that deep into the fast, is when your brain activity is the highest or whatever. And I'll fucking produce the fuck out of some shit like in those last couple hours before I eat. But once I eat, it kind of starts going downhill.
It's time to go to space.
I might as well play fucking video games. Yeah, exactly. Like, ain't not a lot getting done.
You guys heard it here first. If you want to make good beats, just don't eat.
Also,
don't eat food.
I don't stay up. Like, my job requires me to be at a job site at like 8.
Yeah, I work early as well. And actually getting this recent job, it's been harder to make music kind of in general just because I don't have the mornings as much.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to get up at like 5 a.m., whatever. It's easier for some. But
I'm not going to produce before it's rare that I produce before I go to work. And it's usually like a 45-minute stint at that. And I got to be juiced. I got to wake up being like, I have an idea, you know? But like, it's Saturday. It's like Saturday and Sunday mornings when I have those 4 hours or 5 hours that I can just produce.
Right.
Which coming upon that kind of time is rough. It's hard. Like, especially as an adult, once you get like a girlfriend and you have like fucking job and you have fucking a whole bunch of other shit and you're trying to fucking maybe work out and you're trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Start slipping.
Yeah. Yeah, the time is a motherfucker. Into the future.
Come on. But it's true.
Your time is slipping into the future.
It's I'm not, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going insane, but that's how it feels. So you got to fucking try and like schedule everything. So you're like, all right, good. I'm going to have 3 hours on Saturday to produce. It's needed.
Frick, do you have a kind of go-to way of like coming up with fun new sounds or anything like that?
Honestly,
you like using like synths or hardware or digital
to like get inspiration or just like actual sound?
For making sounds, yeah.
I have one synthesizer and it's just like the Minilog XD.
Oh,
kind of just like I feel like it's a pretty common like. It's good. I like it. I personally really like it. I did a bunch of research on things, and I was like, "This is gonna be my first synth baby," and it's been great.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And I want to. I don't want to go too crazy. I see people like go crazy with synths, and then like they have just like to learn all of this shit, and I need to just stick with one and like master this Minilog.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a good
move
move
on to the next thing.
That's the best
Yeah.
move.
But
Yeah,
it's super. It's easy for me, for my brain to work it, and then I have a couple plugins. That's really it. I need to upgrade my computer. It's kind of a shitty computer.
dude, that's gonna be the best.
So it limits
feeling.
me. But
Yeah.
I'm using that to my advantage because I'm like, okay, I have Ableton, I have this, I have these like 4 or 5 things. and I'm
what
just
can
gonna,
I do?
Yeah, what can I
Yeah.
do? And that can sometimes help me
That's
creatively.
fun.
You know.
No,
Right,
no, for
right.
sure. Putting yourself in a box is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make some of the best stuff when I'm like, I'm only gonna do this.
Right.
It's fucking some of the best.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna use the fucking 909 for the
Yeah.
drums, and that's it. And then just
Right.
like layer shit synth on top, but like
Right,
that,
right.
it helps.
No,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
There she is.
Dude, yeah, my buddy, the one of them that you just met tonight, picked this guy up like a year and a half ago, and we've had so much fun just messing around with
It's
it.
great. It's
Yeah,
great.
It's so much fun.
It comes
Yeah.
with like 300 presets, and then you can also just like create your own presets.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
has like
just
a bank
ton
of like
memory.
200 empties.
Yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good,
Yeah, I'm not-
good little guy.
I haven't dived into the hardware universe yet, mainly because I'm broke.
It's expensive.
And and it's quicker to buy things virtually than it is physically. So like by the time I have the money and realize I have it,
gone.
I've already spent it on VSTs or whatever the fuck. Like
Yeah.
it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I fucking love a good toy that you're just like, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
master
And
this
one
cunt.
is enough. Like it's fine. I have Ableton. That alone is so
Well,
much.
for
Massive.
sure.
You know?
Yeah,
For sure.
Massive.
Massive.
I was watching the Wu-Tang Saga, their like TV show based off of like how Wu-Tang came up, and towards the
The
end
saga
of the
continues. Wu-Tang.
It's fucking so good. Highly recommended if you
Dude,
guys haven't seen
Wu-Tang
it.
is
You
the
guys haven't seen
shit.
it. It's so fucking sick. I felt so pumped after like every episode, just like I'm gonna fucking make some music
Dude.
and it's gonna be sick. All my stuff had a hint
RZA
of like
knows how
90s
to
boom
inspire.
bap.
RZA knows how to inspire. That man is a fucking don.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason I brought it up is towards the end of the series, they're kicking it in a room and he's like, yeah, I just got this new thing called a DAW. And he got Pro Tools like 1 or something at the time. And he's like, look at how wild this shit is. You can like add clips and you can move it around just like this and chop it and pitch it. And he was like, this is going to be a game changer. And I was just looking at that.
I got this new thing called a DAW.
Yeah.
A DAW.
Like brand new fresh baby into the world of DAWs. And it was like one of the first DAWs like at the time. So yeah. And like now looking back at like that from the future is just like, oh, what a crazy like feeling that must have
Right.
been. And like, seeing we have like Ableton now, like
so easy.
yeah, because he was literally just using like the what is it, MPC, like those little like sample choppers and like little B pads.
Those are dope.
Yeah, right,
those are
and they
cool.
are fucking sick for sure.
Yeah.
But he had like you got like 4 seconds or like 10 seconds of like amount of time you could sample and shit, and it's just like it's crazy that like I definitely take Ableton for granted like all the time.
Some of my favorite albums are, or at least probably my favorite album has been made on an MPC.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking banger songs.
Yeah.
For sure, have been made on those
And
guys.
that's like that thing that we were just talking about, putting yourself in a box. Like if that's all you have, sampling, you know, just like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
make some cool shit.
Yeah.
Sampling's fun
A
as
box
fuck.
is dope.
100%.
I'm a huge fan of the box.
Dude, I fucking love boxes.
Yeah, massive fan of the box. No, I mean we made a lo-fi project a couple years ago, and it was fun to just put ourselves into like, okay, just make lo-fi for a while,
Right.
You know, and we got shit tons of information out of that,
Right.
and like skills and little weird like moves you could do.
It was kind of the first phase of like, let's teach ourselves how to mix on like the most
Right.
basic level. Like we'd
Right.
been mixing before, but like not really, like not like, all right, the song is done. Now let's go into mix mode where we're going to mix the track. And with lo-fi hip hop, you can kind of make the mix however the fuck you want. It's lo-fi. Like it doesn't really matter. It can be shitty and just have a crackle and it'd be like, oh, it's got a crackle, dude. You're like, all right, fine, it's fine, whatever. Like, so that allowed us to like push boundaries and figure out like what sounds good, what's cool, what works, all while just like doing it over beats, basically, which
Yeah.
is sick. It was informative as fuck.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was great. Helped us figure out how to like take something that's very right in your face and then bring it backwards into a mix and then bring it more forward or whatever and play with those aspects because they do that a lot in lo-fi because it's like only a couple things happening. So then you're trying to fuck with bringing things in and out, and like
make the most of
doing
just, like,
little
a few
switch
elements.
ups. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit was great.
Yeah, I feel like I've been trying to just stick to just like just stick with one genre at a time, and just try to like how do they make
smart.
this genre's sound and like
It
vibe,
took me 4 years to do that. I produced for 4 years making everything.
Yeah.
Or
right.
everything in one song. It would go from like halftime to side tracks to bass.
Yeah.
Like I could show you so many songs that you're like, what the fuck? This is 9 minutes of chaos. Like it's kind of cool, but it's just like, what the fuck? What kind of song is this?
Yeah.
It doesn't fit anything.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's good for people to like do the journey of being like, I'm going to make house. And then they've realized like, oh, wow, it takes a while to figure out how to make like full-blown like house. Like really good. It takes a while. And then if you translate that to every other genre, like if you want to learn every genre, you're going to be producing for a while.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do every genre justice, it takes a while to like learn it through and through, which is pretty sick, honestly.
And good luck when you get to like jazz
Oh,
and
God.
like
drum and bass.
actual funk
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like drum and bass. Fucking, it's gonna be a lifetime.
Yeah.
Can't go too crazy
It's a
out
lot.
there. Yeah. Start hiring people at some point. Like, here, play jazz for me. You're excellent jazz people. I don't need to learn a whole new complete genre. This task of like making electronic music is kind of wild. The amount of things you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, it's fucking
Like-
insane, right?
You're
Yeah.
mixing, you're mastering, you're writing.
Potentially
You're-
singing if you're a singer.
Perhaps you're singing.
Yeah.
You're like, about music theory.
Yeah.
Like there's
DAWs,
so
gear,
many.
everything.
Oh my God! Yeah,
It's-
just learning the DAW itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking always
It's
forget about
insane
that.
how much shit you have to know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's quite the task.
And then
Yeah.
you have to release. Well, you can maybe release like independently, and then you have to learn about marketing and promoting and all that kind of shit.
Ugh. I'm gonna be sick.
Okay.
It's nuts. I feel like the production class I took was only 6 months, and I feel like that was not enough time. Like it was just like a good like head start. It was just like nice. I can get
Was it-
like pretty much the basics down. But
Yeah.
Was it billing itself that way? Like, here's a good like starter, kind of get you going course.
yes,
Okay.
definitely.
That's sick.
Was it a RRFC
That's sick.
by chance?
What is
Or nothing. What was the course that you took?
it? It was called KMG, and it's
Oh no shit!
yeah, it's in. They have like 2 locations, one in Boulder, one
Was
in Denver.
Travis
Nice.
there at the time?
Yeah.
Travis was not there.
Okay.
My teacher was Rob, and it was pretty much during like towards the end of the pandemic, and
I think he was already
me-
gone by then.
Oh yeah.
It was
yeah.
me and one other student, and that was it. And then
Oh,
he
damn.
dropped
Oh, wow.
out like a month in,
Like
and I was
most of
just
them.
like, "Yes, this is a private class now."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. Right.
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool though. We have 2 buddies that do a lot for KMG, Travis, and then our other buddy, Derek Nyquist. They're both like teachers there, and they've been doing stuff there for
Right,
a while. So
right.
shout out KMG.
Yeah. I don't think Travis is there these
Yeah,
days.
I don't
but,
think
Oh, is he
Travis
not
there
anymore?
No.
Oh,
but I am Mountain.
also
Iron
shout
Mountain.
out
Check
Shout
him
out.
out on past
Big
podcasts.
Mountain Daddy. Yeah.
So, quick side note to all the producers out there: don't forget it's Black Friday week, and
Oh my
before we
God.
go live next week, Cyber Monday will already have happened. So I feel obligated to talk about
Okay.
plug-in deals that you need to check out before the end of the week.
I see that John is talking
Yeah,
about.
me and John have been chatting a wee bit. Let's
Everybody go buy Massive.
one quick
no
one that he
reason.
brought up is this thing, the
Massive?
Kirchhoff,
Yeah.
the Kirchhoff EQ, which I think looks interesting. It's a competitor to Pro EQ 3.
Wow.
It seems like it's all about the quality of sound and EQing it's doing.
Okay, so there's less like pitch drifting when you move it fast kind of
I don't necessarily know. We'd have to ask John, but it
John.
does have different filter types, which Pro Q does not have, which bums me out a lot.
Oh, okay.
And which is why the Drop, which is another filter plugin. It's not an EQ, it's a filter plugin. It has a bunch of different filter types, which
it's
is
like
sick.
Ableton.
It's the best.
Filter has
Right, it's got
multiple
that
distortion
little drop down.
Basically, how it saturates.
Right. When pushed.
Yeah, that is interesting. That would be fun for every EQ just to have like optional saturation built in to every band that you can do.
A couple.
Mm-hmm.
Selectable phase modes. But yeah, it's on sale from $300 to $150, which is a good deal. We don't have to necessarily go into too much depth, but I wanted to bring it up. Fuck, if I had an extra 150, I'd buy in a second.
Right.
Because Pro EQ3 is the best thing on the planet.
Yeah, it's so good.
And that with different filter modes.
Yeah. Yeah. Game over. Game over.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
I would
Dude,
like to.
I'm hard as fuck right now.
I would like to try it.
Yeah.
He says there's a new plugin from Isotope that's free. Audio Lens. Let's check that out real quick.
Oh, Audio Lens. I tried to get this, and for some reason I couldn't get it to work.
John.
Yeah, this one is a lot of fun.
You've messed with this?
I haven't messed with it. I tried to get it, but I've seen it used a bunch in like YouTube videos and whatever random spots.
Guys.
You shouldn't have to sign in. Yeah, this would be it's definitely good as like an advanced mixing tool, just seeing where things are at. But like as a beginner, this would be like really, really nice.
Isotope, you're killing me. Here we go. Free plugins. Oh, what? Their imager is free now?
Oh.
I didn't know that. That's legit. This is a really, really good stereo imager.
Vocal Debla.
John, it's not on here for free, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Just type in a search Audio Lens on the top
I feel like it'd be easy enough to see it in here. No?
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah, no, it is free though, because I just picked it up the other day and it just didn't work for me. Yeah.
Yeah, where was
Look at that baddie.
It's just like is it a free version of their the other one they have?
Yeah, I forget what that one's called, but yeah, it's
what is
exactly
that fucking called? Yeah, so
just a free
What does
version.
it do?
for everybody there, here's low end 20 hertz.
Wait,
up
see if
to
there's a
20K.
better photo or a picture of it somewhere. No?
No, but it's basically a referencer, and what it does is it gives you a target curve. So here's your 20 hertz, here's your 30 hertz, 100 hertz. This is probably what? 1,000, 10,000.
Yeah.
So it gives you a target curve, and then this purple line is your audio. So you're trying to match
The
your
white
curve.
line is your audio.
Oh, the white
and then the
line's
purple
yours.
is the one you want to match.
Okay, well either way, you're trying
Yeah.
to. It's just an imager to like
Yeah.
match your curve to
Exactly.
a preset, and you put your preset at like Midnight Dance Party or like fucking radio pop hit or whatever, and you trying to get your EQ to match that basically.
Yeah. You can add in your own like
Dope.
reference track.
Oh,
or
you
I think
can?
there's a
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can
Nice.
add in like any track. Like, oh, I want
That's
this.
good.
Like, I'll just tipper song, throw it in there, see what the balance is. And I think there's also presets for like
Right.
modern pop
of
or like
course.
modern whatever.
I got the other one that they have. I can't remember what it's called. I got it on a
Yeah, that one's cool.
discount,
Oh.
and it was all right. It was all right. I'd rather look at my EQ, and trust my ears.
Right.
But that's just me personally. Apparently it's normally $100.
Oh wow.
Holy shit, that's a good deal, folks.
I wonder what their other one. I wonder what it does differently than if this one's still 100. That's interesting.
That's a deal.
I'm still
Not
waiting
a
for
sponsor of
a
this
filter
podcast.
that has
Oh,
built-in
There we go.
vowels, so you can get like A-E-I-O-U, maybe some consonants in there, and then something to mix. You can like A-B filters, but you can mix between the A-B, so you could have it go from like an A vowel sound to an E vowel sound, and get little like vocally formant kind of things in there. I've never seen a filter do that, but I think that would be sick. I think that'd be really
So-
sick,
That would be dope.
right?
that would
I'd be
be
into
sick.
that.
Yeah,
I mean, always.
400.
Melda, which we've talked about a bunch at length
Yes.
on this podcast. If you don't have any of these plugins, you at least need to pick up their free bundle, which, guess what? It's also 50% off, which doesn't make any sense. It's already free. But
What a deal.
Wait,
they're...
real quick, look at the time. It's about to be 4:20, 4:20.
Oh,
Shit.
my God.
Professional, mature podcast over here.
It's a
No, ready?
Colorado
Right here
moment.
at the 0.
Oh, I
Boink.
see.
Boink.
So their free bundle is tight. They got a bunch of good shit. A bunch of weird, like, waveform fucking shit. Like, really nerdy shit, but also really normal shit, too. I don't know.
Very-
It's hard to explain. It's good tools to have in your kit.
It has some really, really good like crude tools, like wave shapers
And clippers.
specifically. Yeah,
Like,
Nice.
it's really good shit.
even in that free bundle. There's still the
exactly.
clipper.
Like, all I
in there.
have is the free right now, but the complete is 1,000, which is half off
What-
anyways.
Oh my
But it's
God.
It's half off everything.
What does the free bundle come with?
Let's go check it out right now.
Good question.
37 plugins?
Yeah, it's like a fuckload of plugins.
Damn.
Ill Gates and Mr.
And
Bill,
Bill.
of course.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
nerds.
2 giant nerds.
Two big ass nerds. It'd be cool if we could figure out what
I
was
think
in there.
down lower it does get into what's in there.
Oh, you're
Oh
right.
my God, look
Wow.
at all those.
So an analyzer. I didn't even see this. MAGC. Adjust the loudness to match sidechain.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's just like a referencer to.
Oh, that's interesting actually.
Yeah, that is interesting. Auto pan, which I use all the time. Auto pitch, band pass, which I've used before. Haven't used Bitfun before, but
It's
I think
actually, it sounds really good.
It's just a bit crusher
Yeah.
of some kind.
Yeah.
Extreme distortion lovers.
A MIDI generator, so a CC generator for like if you have external rack gear and shit like that. Channel matrix, reverb, comb filter, really good.
Their comb filter's a lot of fun.
Compressor, which is really good. I actually started using that recently.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Convolution Easy, which I use more than kilohertz.
Oh, really?
Convolution. I love you,
Wow.
kilohertz, but this convolution is so much better.
Have you
It's-
fucked with Convolution at all?
No, I haven't.
It's
Dude, it's fucking
it's amazing.
unreal.
I
yeah.
will show you guys. Easy convolution is the shit.
Yeah. Are you in
The-
Ableton?
Yes.
11?
Ableton 10.
10. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
10 is great.
Yeah, 10 is
so
fine.
there's Ableton has a
10 has
Is
the
it in
convolution,
there?
right?
Yeah. So
Is there
10,
hybrid reverb
you
in
can
yours?
get the Max for Live convolution reverbs,
But-
then 11 added like a default stock
11,
one
oh,
called
11, yeah.
hybrid reverb. Yeah, and it's fucking insane.
Hybrid reverb's good, but the Max for Live convolution reverb is kind of the goat. It is kind of
It
like
is dope.
Like every parameter you have on it will put the sound in like a different spot. in your
So the
speakers
idea is like
constantly.
it's just a reverb
beautiful.
that is it's using a sample of a room. Like it's basically just a sound. Traditionally, it would just be like a really loud like single sound, and then they record that. You put it into this reverb, and then it gives you the reverb of the room,
Oh, wow.
supposedly.
Wow.
So
And
yeah,
they
so
sound actually like
you
amazing.
can use it just
It's
to give your
weird.
sound like a really weird like shape or something,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and it's like magical for it.
Nice.
Yeah, you just make it very, very short instead of it being like a really long reverb sound. Use like something to make it really short, but then it also kind of pans stuff weird, and it just makes it shittier, basically, which is what you need a lot of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, sounds are just too clean. You gotta
Yeah.
make them
Yeah.
sound shittier for
I
them to
agree with
sound
that.
good.
I've been using Ableton's hybrid reverb, which is their like default convolution one now. I've been using it for like reverb throws for random like bass sounds for like intros. You know, you just send it off, yeah, and get a longer one, and it sounds
Beautiful, of course.
unreal. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. Do a little parallel like OTT to pull it up.
Yeah,
and it's
that
just
hybrid
fucking-
gives you the option to do. You can either do them together at the same time, parallel, or you can do them in series, where it goes from the from the convolution to the actual reverb.
Oh,
Right.
what?
It gives you the
Normal
option
reverb,
how
yeah.
you chain.
Oh, I
it
didn't even know
together.
that.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, so you got like options within that thing. which is sick. A lot of times convolutions can be very like echoes. If it just has like a bunch of transients in it over and over, it'll just make it echo.
Yeah, kind of like metallic,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get weird little echo things out of it.
Right.
So let me grab a quick percussion thing here. Already in reverb.
Jesus, in the jungle.
This is why we need sample packs,
Right.
so we know exactly where to go.
Actually, you know what a better thing for this is?
It's a fun little vibe.
I like this tempo.
Yeah, well, 172, baby.
Oh yeah, get it just a snare.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've got to go to this one, though. Nope. Where is the... Here it is. Just a real chalky snare. We're just going to loop this bad boy.
A chalky snare. It's a good way to describe it.
I don't know how else to describe it. It sounds chalky
that's
to me.
exactly, yeah.
So, as you can see, the convolution is already taking effect.
In its natural
We're going to
habitat.
boxes.
Oh, little like cabinet kind of things.
That one like
It
switches
does.
behind
It
you.
kind of goes behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sick. From that.
Oh, it did.
Right in front of you.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really like place things with this, like in the space of your mix, which is sick.
And then this one's got weird shit. Like whispers. Reverses.
Oh, a reverse one?
All
Non-linear.
great sounds, everybody.
Yes.
It's just pure joy.
Oh, that's like an L-shaped room. that was the fucking L-shaped reverb.
They have a whole folder called sound design.
Ooh, that was weird.
Like do like a 50% or 40% or something on that. Yeah. So you get
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
good
little bit
call.
of both for funsies. Sometimes a little mixture of the two, because like you got your one
sounds so
sound
good.
happening,
That sounds
which
so
is the
good.
snare, which has been like obviously it's been a snare. It's like crafted to be like
It sounds sick.
amazing in your mix, and then you add to it like this background image that's like this way, you know, and then there's
Right.
like the solid thing in the front,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just
Super dope.
saturate that shit together, and you got even more love happening there. And that's how you get shit to pop out in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Get like weird little extra bits to kind of spatialize. Space is fucking everything, but
It is.
it is the end of the podcast, so it's a little bit too late to talk about
We
space.
there?
Well, real quick before we end,
You just
let's-
really shot to the end.
let's finish this.
Okay.
Finish this.
We finished this.
Because I just want to show off M-Easy Convolution. It's sick.
Oh, okay.
It's the shit.
I honestly was just responding to the outro scene starting.
Oh no, that wasn't the outro yet.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just the weird reversed one.
All right, we got more time then.
They got an EQ, a flanger. This freeform phase
Oh.
is wild. John, who's talking in chat right now, he was on the pod a couple weeks ago, and he brought this up, and I had neglected to look at this plugin before, but it basically allows you just to freeform shape what the wave coming into it does, basically. So you can you're like, let's make it a square, or let's make it a saw, or let's like do a whole bunch of fucking wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it allows for some very interesting sound design.
Yeah, play with that one out there.
Yeah,
all the sound designers.
sick.
I'm gonna get this pack.
It's
Dude,
good.
you should. It's awesome.
Their
Fuck yeah.
frequency shifter's really good.
It's insane that it's free.
Their loudness analyzer's really good. Their metronome's a metronome. Noise generator's a noise generator. Their notepad writes notes.
The notepad.
Their oscillator.
Notepad is kind of
Notepad is actually dope.
yeah. Their oscillator is an oscillator.
Yeah.
Their oscilloscope is kind of a shitty oscilloscope, to be fair. It's fine, but that's their weakest one in my opinion. Phaser's fine.
AT really likes the phaser.
M ratio is just you can put two different signals in and fade between them. It's pretty simple. MB ratio MB, it's the same thing, but multiband.
Whoa.
That's kind of
Now we're getting weird.
yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
You
It says
could do that in Bitwig.
input and sidechain, which
Natural.
sidechain here is just meaning just another
signal.
Another
yeah.
signal. It's not
like
saying
in Bitwig, you can make like a multi-band rack with like AB
right.
fading. That'd be
It
ridiculous.
would be good. I mean, ratio makes sense if you're mixing and you're using a reference track, so you can really easily switch between
Ooh.
your reference track and your mix track that you're working on.
I can see that.
Yeah, you can switch back and forth.
Yeah.
Could be just a tool for live shit too.
Yeah. Their ring modulators tight as fuck.
Never used it.
Dude.
Gotta check that out. I'm sure that's weird.
Dude.
Ring mods are nice.
Ring
Ring
mods
mods
are
are
the shit.
strange.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
testy though.
Yes, they're testy.
Yeah, right.
They're very testy.
They really get out of control fast. They're just like, and you're just like,
All the high
Jesus,
endeavor.
Come on, bring it back down.
Their saturators tight as fuck. I haven't fucked with spectral panning. Now
I
that I
haven't
see
either.
this, I didn't know that was there.
I didn't either. That sounds
Folks,
insane.
we all learn things together on this show.
Oh,
Wow.
Stereo expander
That
is
thing
what
probably
you
is
think it
insane.
is. Stereoscope is what you think it is. Tremolo is what you think it is. Tuner isn't what you think it is.
We assume that you're smart.
The utility.
Obviously.
Hang on, I didn't know they had a utility plugin. Oh.
Is
Got
the wave
left and
shaper
right.
not in there?
No,
I think it is.
No, it is. I
Yeah,
think
bottom.
we passed it. Oh no, it's right here.
yeah.
Oh, it's the
They
last
they
one.
saved their best for last.
right.
So M wave shaper, it is the ultimate thing on the planet.
Yep.
I use it on
Shout
every.
out. It was Noisia for teaching
every
us this,
sound.
right?
We're
Personally,
just
when
gonna
they came
melt
over and
this
kicked
into
it.
our listeners' brains because it's the most important.
So basically,
shit in the
it's a clipper. So if I play this snare,
It's a scalper.
you'll see the line come in and see it kind of comes to about here. So if I don't want the signals to get any louder than that, all I got to do is hold Alt after I grab this, and it'll stop the signal right here. So now it's clipping, and it's not letting anything louder than that. And you also have different algorithms for how it clips. You can grab on these little handles and soft clip it. But this plugin alone is how I saturate, how I clip, how I color.
But you can do that to the bottom as well.
Oh yeah,
you could go.
watch this. You can just take this. Oh wait.
So it only lets the volume in when
It hits a
So
certain
it's-
volume.
gets to a certain volume.
This
That's
is silence. So once it gets to this loud, it's gonna let it in, and then once it gets to this loud, it's no longer gonna get it any louder.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just use that mathematically and really just fucking make some cool ass shit. Also, just make
Oh.
your shit sound good.
For us, it was a revolutionary thing to figure out that like what the shape meant, because I always just
Right.
looked at it and like fucked with it until I thought it sounded good, and then I was like, oh, it just is literally volume from here to here. I need
Right.
to tamper it if I want to. If I want it to be louder earlier,
It's a
then
graph.
I can do that. Yeah.
It's just a graph. It's just math.
Yeah, like pull up
Yeah, I
the
just
bottom
didn't know what
left,
it
like
meant
higher up,
for
make it
so
like
long.
loud really early.
Oops. Not that.
Now you have like a
Right.
gated fucking
It's
like.
basically saying now the moment we start, it needs to be
Full volume.
this loud. So whatever
yeah,
it
Dave, you're
needs to
like,
do,
"Oh, it's coming."
if it needs to distort the sound, if it needs to pull out harmonics,
that's
whatever it
fun,
needs to do
too.
to make it that loud, instantly it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you get that fucking crazy ass fucking.
Do you guys ever do it that way? Because I
No,
feel like I
but
never
I'll
do
do
it that way,
this.
but still, it's cool
I'll
that you
push
can.
I'll push it like that.
Nice,
to
nice.
saturate it. But on a snare like this, I'd basically do that on squared. Because if we bring up the scope here, and we go from dry to wet, here's dry. Loud as fuck snare.
Well, this is a nice little scope. What is this?
Which is automatically, this is
Bitwig?
That is the
Megascope.
key of fucking clipping right there.
Yeah. So all that headroom
Sounds almost the same, and it is way quieter.
It sounds better.
Yeah.
It's got a little
It does
distortion
sound
on it,
better.
a little bit of color.
Yeah.
And then
it's
you can
way louder.
Now you can crank up the snare a little bit in your mix, and you got a slab daddy.
You can also just
That's
fatten
right.
the fucking thing. See how much fucking bigger it's
Oh,
getting?
oh.
It's just making all this quieter area louder. You can also do this same thing. Basically, transient
Making
shape
it more transient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also do some wild shit.
Yes. My favorite is the sine wave one. Oh, wait. Never mind. But fuck it, yeah. Send it. It's noise.
What a
Yes,
lovely
it's just
snare.
noise. But yeah, that thing right there is fucking huge, folks. If you're gonna pick
That's worth
anything
the
up,
whole rack of them.
it's worth the
Yeah,
whole thing.
it really
It's
is,
sick.
yeah.
It's
And,
so
and
sick.
that one and the convolution, I'll have to play with that. I've literally never even touched
Convolution
that.
Easy, baby.
Convolution Easy.
I don't know why it's Convolution Easy, but I love the fact that they just wrote Easy at the end of it. It makes,
Right.
It
Capital
makes my
Easy.
a gamer nerd all warm inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is easy. You're right. Easy claps.
My gamer senses are tingling.
Let me just throw Convolution on this sound real quick. Easy.
Easy. Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
It is fair.
Alex, Mr. Frick, thank you for being here with us today, man. This
Thanks for having
was
me.
Oh,
fucking
man.
sick.
Appreciate
Big
you guys.
ups.
Definitely.
I don't mean to hinder the podcast at all by telling people about plug-in cops they should get this holiday season. But I'm glad that you didn't know about this because Melda's huge.
Melda's so
in
good.
my book.
That's a very good one, yeah.
Yeah.
And big ups to John for originally. He didn't originally show it. I saw it on. I love you, John. I saw.
Suck it, John.
I saw it originally on Noisia's Patreon, but I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, I've seen those before, whatever. And then John was like, no, you should buy them though. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think I
they're
heard
free
of 'em
bundles.
on
All I've
Mr.
gotten.
Bill's podcast like ages ago.
Yeah, they're just quality.
It
like
is
the
an epic
engineering,
amount
the
of
coding.
deals.
The coding
Yeah.
in them is really good.
Yeah.
So they're just going to be light CPU. They're not going to bog down the system. They're going to do what they need to do. They're not going to fuck with you. They're not going to do weird things.
Aesthetically, they don't look
They're
amazing.
horrendous. They're
Yeah.
ugly as sin. I hate
Yeah.
them.
They gotta work on their aesthetics
They're
game.
so good.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, sick, dude. Thanks for coming on. How
thank
can
you.
people find you on the
On
interwebs?
the interwebs, if you're looking for like music, Mr. Frick on Spotify. Got not too much, a couple EPs and a remix.
It's good shit.
SoundCloud, Mr. Frick, got some cool mixes. Fricky Boy on Instagram,
Let's go.
where I post all my shows and goofy pictures. Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go. Big ups.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. Episode 81. Go ahead and trick that algorithm.
Oh.
Go ahead and give us a little sub, a little like, a little follow, all those
It
things.
sounds like a horror film all of a sudden.
It's a ghost. All those gross things I don't like talking about.
Yep.
Folks, this show grows by word of mouth. We don't promote at all. So tell your friends. Join the Discord.
Yeah. We have
It's
amazing producers on all the time.
It's true.
Exhibit A. Like, yeah. Come
Here,
kick
I'll
it.
help you guys out right now. Discord in the chat. If
Boom.
you're watching on YouTube, go to always400.com. Go to contact. You'll find the Discord link there. We're always there. Ask us questions. Hang out. If you want to play video games, sure. If you're good.
If you can hang.
I for
kidding.
one
I'm
am
terrible.
joining the Discord.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I mean,
Show us your Minecraft worlds.
I'm terrible
I
at
wanna check
games,
it out.
but I have fun, so I don't care.
That's what
But-
it's all about.
Big up, folks. Big ups,
Big up.
Alex Frick. Thank you, man.
Big up.
Appreciate it.
Peace out, y'all.
And we'll see you
Goodbye.
maybe next week.